Today, we are going to be answering some of the most common questions beginners ask. And this is, should I buy a domestic sewing machine or an industrial sewing machine? If you are planning to start your fashion journey, this lesson will save you money and help you make the right decision. Let's get started. Now, what is a domestic sewing machine? A domestic sewing machine, you know, is designed mainly for home use. As the word implies domestic, it is lightweight, portable, and suitable for sewing light jobs like vintage and the rest. Now, these machines are commonly used for the following. One, simple repairs. Like, if you have torn clothes, torn shirt, you want to stitch it back, simple repairs, is used for learning basic sewing, sewing light fabrics, personal clothes projects. It is not for commercial purposes. Now, advantages of a domestic sewing machine: it's affordable for beginners, easy to carry, uses less electricity normally, good for learning the basics of fashion designing, usually comes with decorative stitch options like zigzag, buttonholes, and those fancy stitches. Now, the disadvantages of this domestic sewing machine: it has low speed, slower in sewing speed, not suitable for heavy fabrics like cotton, jeans, and the rest, less durable for daily commercial work, can struggle with multiple fabric layers if you are, sewing fabric layers. If your goal is to sew occasionally at home, a domestic machine may be enough. Like if your goal is to sew at home, this machine might be okay. Now, what is an industrial machine, industrial sewing machine? Now, at this point, I will just go straight to the point by saying industrial direct drive. Now, an industrial sewing machine is built for professional tailoring and commercial production. It is faster, stronger, and designed to work for long hours without overheating. Most professional fashion designers use industrial machines because they produce cleaner stitches and improve productivity. Advantages of an industrial sewing machine: very fast sewing speed, had a strong motor, you know. Advantages of industrial sewing machine. Now let's proceed. Very fast sewing speed, strong motor, professional stitch quality, handles thick fabric with ease, you know, built for continuous daily use, long lasting and durable once you are properly maintaining them. It lasts very well, can last up to 5 to 20 years. Now, disadvantages: it is more expensive than domestic sewing machines, requires more workspace. Like if you don't have a big space in your home, it consumes space a lot. Now, heavier and difficult to move. Beginners may need time to master the speed, but if you're using the direct drive, the speed is controllable from the body. That's why I recommend direct drive sewing machine. Now, domestic machine versus the industrial machine. Let's compare the both machines side by side to know what it looks like. Now, in terms of speed, industrial machines are much faster, which is very glaring and very clear. Now, the power. Now, industrial machines can sew thick fabrics like denim, cashmere, and multiple layers of fabric with ease. Unlike the durability. Industrial machines are designed to work for many hours every day. It will work, it won't get overheat or lock. Stitch quality. Industrial machines generally produce more consistent and professional stitches. The cost. Now, it's where it gets messy. Domestic machines are cheaper. Industrial machines require a higher initial investment, but often pay off if you're running a fashion business or fashion home. That's the truth. Now, which machine do I recommend for you? my lovely subscribers and viewers. Now, if you are learning fashion as a hobby or only want to make clothes for yourself, a good domestic machine can be a suitable starting point. However, if your dream is to become a professional male fashion designer, open a fashion brand, or sew for clients, I recommend investing in an industrial sewing machine as soon as your budget allows you to do so. It will help you work faster, produce better quality garments, and grow your business more efficiently. Remember, the machine is a tool. Your knowledge, practice, and consistency are what truly determine your success. Now, tips before buying a sewing machine. Before you buy any machine, buy from a trusted dealer. I always recommend people like OT Multiventures, Manome Sewing Tools, Top Sewing Tools. There are a lot of them on Facebook and Instagram. So these are people I have bought from, and they deliver. They have a lot of them. Top Sewing Tools, Manome, Telefix on Instagram. They are there. You can search for them. Make sure you follow the official pages of these people. Now, now buy from a trade dealer. Check if the spare parts are readily available. Now, test the machine before buying or paying. Choose a machine that suits the type of clothes you want to make. Learn basic maintenance to keep your machine in good condition, like oil changing and stuff, changing needle and so and stuff like that. Now, a well-maintained machine can serve you for many years, up to 20 years. Now, conclusively, for this particular lecture, whether you choose a domestic or industrial sewing machine, don't let the lack of expensive equipment stop you from learning. Every professional fashion designer started somewhere. Focus on building your skills first, and as your experience and business grow, you can now upgrade your sewing equipment. That is the truth of this whole matter. Don't, because of you don't want to buy industrial machine, you don't want to start first. Start learning the sewing process first while you are waiting for the money for machine. Now, thank you for watching today's lesson. In our next class, we will be discussing types of sewing needles and their uses, a topic every fashion designer must understand to achieve a clean professional results. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with anyone who wants to learn male fashion designing. Leave your questions in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them. My name is Justice Ajoku, and this is Fashion Priest. Keep learning, keep creating, keep elevating. See you in the next class. Bye-bye for now.